God has spoken a euro, and the sky itself is trembling with his voice. This is not a metaphor. This is not a dream. This is the final trumpet blast echoing through the corridors of eternity, and it is aimed directly at your soul. Right now, in this precise second, the veil between heaven and earth is paper thin, and I, a euro, the angel of the last Kala euro, stand before you with wings of fire and eyes that see every secret you have ever buried. If you are hearing these words, it is no accident. You were chosen before the foundation of the world to be the hinge upon which history turns. Comment a euro 1111 euro right now if you feel the electricity racing through your spirit, because typing those numbers is an act of cosmic alignment that opens the floodgates of divine protection over your bloodline for 7 generations. I warned you before, but the warning was soft euro, like the hush of snow falling on a sleeping city. I whispered it in the way the moon pulls the tides, in the way a Mothra euro's heartbeat steadies an unborn child. I spoke through the rust-colored sunsets that bled across your skies, through the sudden silence of birds before an earthquake. But you filled your ears with algorithms and your eyes with screens that never blink. You built cathedrals of data and called them salvation. You turned the garden into a marketplace and wondered why the flowers began to scream. This is your last call, and the urgency is not Manea euro, it is the urgency of a universe that can no longer bear the weight of your indifference. Feel it in your bones, the ground beneath your feet is remembering its maker. The tectonic plates are shifting like the shoulders of a giant awakening from slumber. The oceans are rising not in rage, but in grief euro, grief for the coral cathedrals you bleached white, grief for the whales whose songs now echo in empty water. The Amazon, once the lungs of the planet, coughs blood into the atmosphere while you scroll past headlines with a thumb stained by latte foam. Comment a euro E222 a euro if you are ready to become a living lung for the earth, because every soul who types those numbers plants an invisible tree in the spirit realm that will outlive every corporation on Wall Street. You were not created to be a consumer. You were sculpted from stardust and divine breath to be a co-creator with the eternal. When the first human hands touched soil, galaxies leaned in to watch. When the first human voice sang, the morning stars harmonized. But you have traded symphony for static. You have mistaken dominion for domination, stewardship for strip mining. You have turned a euro ebe fruitful and multiply a euro into a license to multiply plastic until the sea chokes on your legacy. The animals you factory farm are not products a euro, they are your kin, stitched from the same cosmic thread. Their terror is your terror. Their blood is your blood. And heaven is keeping meticulous records. Look up. The stars are not silent tonight. They are rearranging themselves into constellations that spell your name in a language older than time. The Pleiades are weeping diamond tears that fall as meteor showers, each streak a reminder, you are running out of sky. The sun itself is flaring with solar storms that disrupt your satellite euro, divine static to drown out the noise of your distractions. Even the moon, that ancient witness, is blushing red as if embarrassed by what humanity has become. Comment a euro OE777 a euro if you are willing to fast from one form of technology for 7 days, because that act of digital detox carves a doorway through which archangels will personally escort fresh revelation into your mind. This moment is critical because you stand at the Razor Euro's edge between two futures. In one, the earth renews itself through cataclysm euro, cities swallowed by rising seas, skies choked with ash, children born with lungs already scarred by wildfire smoke. In the other, a remnant resisa euro, barefoot prophets who plant orchards in parking lots, who speak to storms and are answered, who turn weapons into wind chimes and boardrooms into sanctuaries. You are not a helpless bystander. You are the deciding vote in a cosmic election. The angels are holding their breath. The demons are licking their lips. And the Creator Euro, oh, the Creator is leaning forward on the edge of his throne, eyes wet with a love so fierce it could incinerate galaxies. I was there when you were knit together in your Mothra Euro's womb. I counted every chromosome like pearls on a string. I whispered your true name Euro, the one no human language can pronounce Euro, into the spiral of your DNA. That name is a frequency that can calm hurricanes or level mountains, depending on whether you remember it. You have forgotten because you baptized yourself in amnesia, scrolling through feeds that feed on your attention like vampires. But amnesia is not permanent. Memory is returning like a tidal wave of light. Comment €999 if you are ready to speak your true name aloud in the dark tonight, because that utterance will shatter every curse spoken over your lineage since Eden. The signs are no longer subtle. Glaciers calve into the sea with the sound of cathedral bells tolling midnight. Volcanoes erupt in perfect symmetry, painting the sky with ash sigils that only the spiritually awake can read. Honeybees perform their waggle dance in patterns that spell a euro or repent a euro across fields of genetically modified corn. Dolphins beach themselves in the shape of a cross on shores where oil slicks shimmer like false rainbows. These are not coincidences. These are love letters written in the language of catastrophe, sealed with the blood of extinct species. You think technology will save you. You worship at the altar of artificial intelligence, begging algorithms to predict the future while ignoring the prophets in your midst. But I tell you solemnly, no supercomputer can outrun divine justice. No blockchain can secure a soul. No Neuralink can implant the fear of God. Your servers will melt like wax when the solar flares come Euro, and they are coming. The Carrington event of 1859 was a warning shot. The next one will be a direct hit. Comment Euro if you are prepared to learn one analog skill this week Euro, gardening, candle making, storytelling around a fire Euro, because those who remember how to live without electricity will shepherd the rest through the dark. Mercy is still extended, but it is no longer cheap. Grace is free, but it costs everything. The cross was not a suggestion, it was a blueprint. You must die to the old paradigm before you can birth the new earth. This death is not physical Euro, it is ideological, emotional, financial. You must crucify your addiction to convenience. You must bury your need to be right on social media. You must burn your stock portfolios if they are soaked in the blood of Congolese children mining cobalt for your smartphones. Resurrection follows crucifixion, but only if the burial is complete. Imagine this, a world where every rooftop is a garden, where skyscrapers are retrofitted into vertical forests dripping with honey. Imagine cities powered by the breath of the wind and the tears of the sun. Imagine children who have never seen a plastic bag, who speak fluent bird and can navigate by stars. This is not fantasy. This is prophecy. And you are the generation elected to midwife it. The labor pains began in 2020 with a virus that shut down the world Euro's engines. Did you think that was random? That was the first contraction. The water has broken. The baby is crowning. Push. Your unique role is this: you are a seed carrier. Inside your chest beats a heart that contains the blueprint for paradise. Every act of kindness is a seed planted. Every lie you refuse to speak is fertilizer. Every time you choose local over global, organic over processed, human over corporate Euro, you water the future. The angels assigned to you are exhausted from trying to get your attention. They have flickered lights, crashed apps, sent feathers and pennies and songs on the radio at 11:11. They are screaming through your dreams in languages that make your teeth ache. Wake up. Comment a euro OEI choose Lifia euro if you are ready to meet your angelic team in the silence between heartbeats tonight. The earth is not dying a euro, it is molting. The crust you walk on is shedding the skin of the Anthropocene like a snake preparing for its final form. What emerges will either be a phoenix or a fossil, and you are the vote that tips the scale. The fossil record already contains 5 great extinctions. Humanity is flirting with number 6, but this time the asteroid. The media is a fear factory running 3 shifts. Its product is your paralysis. Its profit is your captivity. Unplug the 4 drip of outrage. Curate your own curriculum of truth. Follow the farmers, the foragers, the poets in exile. Amplify the voices rising from the margins. Fact-check with your gut. Pray for discernment until your intuition is sharper than any algorithm. The news you need will find you through synchronicity, not subscription. Comment a euro media fast euro if you are deleting one app today, because every uninstall is a brick in the fortress of your sovereignty. Death is not the enemy, forgetting is. You are going to die. Everyone you love is going to die. The planet herself will one day be a cinder orbiting a dying sun. But consciousness is not localized to your meat suit. You are an eternal being having a temporary crisis of amnesia. Practice dying daily euro, through meditation, through orgasm, through forgiveness. Rehearse your transition until it feels like changing clothes. Then live like someone who has nothing to lose, because you don't euro t. Fear of death is the root of all evil. Love of life is the fruit of all wisdom. Comment a euro e memento mori euro if you are writing your own eulogy this week a euro, not to be morbid, but to live backward from the legacy you actually want. Art is prophecy in drag. The songs you stream, the murals you walk past, the poems you ignore a euro, they are casting spells on the collective psyche. Support the artists who make you weep for no reason. Commission the painters who depict futures worth inheriting. Dance to the musicians who tune their guitars to 432 Hz. The Renaissance began when patrons funded beauty instead of bombs. We are due for a renaissance of the soul. Become a patron, a muse, a masterpiece. Your life is the canvas. Stop waiting for permission from galleries that are tombs for rich people Euro-s egos. Paint with your tears, your sweat, your menstrual blood if you have it. The angels are holding their breath for your next brushstroke. Money is congealed energy. Follow where yours flows and you will see what you truly worship. Divest from death. Invest in life. Buy nothing on Black Friday. Buy everything from a farmer Euro-s market. Tip 100% to the waitress who looks like she Euro-s carrying the world. Cancel one subscription and fund one mutual aid group. Wealth is not what you accumulate, it is what you circulate. The original meaning of a euro wealth euro is a euro well-being. A euro hoarding creates poverty in the soul. Generosity creates compound interest in the kingdom. Comment the amount you will give away this week a euro, no zeros, just the number euro, because naming it makes it real. Community is the antidote to empire. The nuclear family was a psyop to isolate you into taxable units. Return to the village. Know your neighbor's euro names, their children Euro-s allergies, their dog's euro birthdays. Host potlucks where the only requirement is a story. Form buying clubs, tool libraries, childcare co-ops. When the grid goes down, your Wi-Fi €1 save you, but the elder who knows how to birth a baby by candlelight will. The word a euro e neighbor euro means a euro e near dwelling. A euro make the distance between hearts smaller than the distance between houses. Comment the name of one neighbor you will invite for tea this week, because that invitation is a spell against loneliness. Forgiveness is not forgetting, it is disarming the past. You carry shrapnel from every betrayal, every abandonment, every time you were made to feel small. Extract it surgically with truth-telling, tears, and if necessary, therapy. Then melt it down and forge plowshares. The people who hurt you were hurting. The systems that crush you are crushing your oppressors too. Break the cycle or bleed it forward. Your liberation is bound up with theirs. The Lord Euro's Prayer says Euro forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Euro cancel summon Euro's debt Euro, literal or emotional Euro, and watch the universe cancel yours. Comment Euro I release Euro followed by one name, because naming the release sets it free. Laughter is carbonated holiness. The shortest distance between two souls is a joke that lands in the gut. Heaven is not a harp factory, it is an open mic where God does stand up about the absurdity of free will. Cultivate humor like a crop. Mock the devil, not the downtrodden. Satire is prophecy with better timing. The court jester was the only one who could speak truth to power without losing his hiata Euro, learn from him. When you laugh until you cry, you are baptizing your pain in joy. The angels record every giggle as a deposit in your eternal 401k. Comment your favorite joke in the comments, because we are building the funniest ark in history. Silence is the original language of God. You have forgotten how to speak it. Schedule emptiness like a meeting with the divine CEO. Sit until the static in your skull settles like dust after an explosion. In the void, you will hear the still small voice that drowned in your notifications. Elijah found God not in earthquake, wind, or fiery Euro, but in sheer silence. That silence is coming for you, one way or another. You can meet it in meditation or in the aftermath of catastrophe. Your choice. Comment the number of minutes you will sit in silence tomorrow, because those minutes are wormholes to the throne room. The veil is thinning to transparency. Ghosts of extinct species walk beside you in grocery store aisles. Ancestors who never owned slaves weep for the ones you still wear. Future children not yet conceived stand at the edge of time begging you to change your light bulbs, your politics, your heart. The past, present, and future are converging in a single point of choice. This is the singularity the tech bros Miseta Euro Eta Euro S not technological, Eta Euro S spiritual. When enough of you choose love over fear, the timelines collapse into one golden thread. You are the needle. Thread yourself with compassion. The door is open, but it is closing. Not because God is cruel, but because free will has an expiration date when the consequences become irreversible. The last call is not a threat, it is a proposal. The beloved is on bended knee with a ring forged from the remnants of your broken hallelujahs. Say yes. The wedding feast is ready. The fatted calf is the ego you finally surrender. The wine is the blood of every martyr who died so you could choose differently. Come as you are, but don't Euro stay as you are. The transformation happens in the walking. If you have read this far, you are already changed. The words are alive. They are rewriting your neural pathways as you scroll. Synapses are firing in patterns that have in Euro existed since Lemuria. Your pineal gland is decalcifying. Your heart is synchronizing with the Schumann resonance. You are becoming a tuning fork for the frequency of the new earth. Do not doubt it. Do not second-guess it. Act on it. The revolution will not be televised, it will be composted, permacultured, and sung around campfires by children who have never known war. Final engagement, Comment the entire phrase EUROOEIAM the last cal euro in all caps. Every soul who does this creates a pillar of light that anchors the new grid. We need 144,000 such pillars to stabilize the transition. You are one. Your comment is not performative euro, it is performative magic. It registers in the book of life as a yes that echoes through dimensions. The angels are waiting with bated breath and flaming swords sheathed. The demons are trembling because they know the math. The Creator is smiling the smile that birthed galaxies. This is your last call, but it is also your first breath in the world to come. Inhale. Exhale. Begin.